Hey guys, Sean here. Welcome to the F1 Word and to the big news coming out of Ferrari today. And that is that Kimi Raikkonen will be leaving the team at the end of this season and will be replaced by Charles Leclerc for 2019, with the Finn returning to Sauber. Now, reports began to surface last week and of course over the Italian Grand Prix weekend that Raikkonen would be leaving and was set to be replaced by Leclerc. And now it has all been confirmed. Raikkonen's exit was first followed by the announcement that he would be joining Sauber for the next 2 seasons. And then in the last of a series of very well-timed announcements, Charles Leclerc was confirmed as the Finn's replacement at Ferrari for 2019. Before I get on to my views on it all, let's start by going through these statements and the quotes. And we'll start with the statement on Kimi's departure from Ferrari, which read, Scuderia Ferrari announces that at the end of the 2018 season, Kimi Raikkonen will step down from his current role. During these years, Kimi's contribution to the team, both as a driver and on account of his human qualities, has been fundamental. He played a decisive role in the team's growth and was, at the same time, always a great team player. As a world champion for Scuderia Ferrari, he will always be a part of the team's history and family. We thank Kimi for all of this and wish him and his family a prosperous future. Now, at time of recording, there has been no official statement made by Kimi Raikkonen. However, over on Instagram, the Finn posted a photo of himself from his Sauber days with a post that read, Guess who's back? Next 2 years with Sauber F1 team ahead. Feels extremely good to be back where it all began. And this was all later confirmed by Sauber with their statement reading, The Alfa Romeo Sauber F1 team is delighted to announce that Kimi Raikkonen will join the team from 2019. The 2007 Formula 1 World Champion is signed for the next 2 seasons. And team principal Frederic Vasseur added, Signing Kimi Raikkonen as our driver represents an important pillar of our project and brings us closer to our target of making significant progress as a team in the near future. Kimi's undoubted talent and immense experience in Formula 1 will not only contribute to the development of our car, but will also accelerate the growth and development of our team as a whole. Together, we will start the 2019 season with a strong foundation, driven by the determination to fight for results that count. Now, Charles Leclerc was the last of the moves to be announced, and a statement on the Ferrari website simply read, Scuderia Ferrari announced that in the next Formula 1 racing season, Charles Leclerc will drive for the team alongside Sebastian Vettel. And over on Twitter, Charles Leclerc added, Dreams do come true. I'll be driving for Ferrari for the 2019 Formula 1 World Championship. I will be eternally grateful to Ferrari for the opportunity given, to Nicholas Todd for supporting me since 2011, and to my family. To a person that is not part of this world anymore, but to whom I owe everything of what is happening to me, Papa. To Jules, thank you for all the things you learnt me. We will never forget you. And to all the persons that supported me and believed in me. I will work harder than ever to not disappoint you. But first, there is a season to finish with an amazing team that gave me the opportunity to fight and show my potential. So then, that is it. Weeks of speculation and it's all finally been confirmed. Kimi is off back to Sauber and Charles will be replacing him at Ferrari. Pretty much a swap deal. Look, for me, I think Raikkonen deserves to stay in the sport based on his season to this point. He really has surprised me with his form this year, and it has surely been his best season for a very long time. In fact, part of me feels that perhaps he deserved to stay at Ferrari for at least 1 more year. However, with the rise of Charles Leclerc and how impressive the youngster himself has been this season, I can understand why it would be tough for Ferrari to turn him down. And if it was indeed Sergio Marchionne's wish to have him in the car for 2019, I can completely understand why Ferrari have taken him on. But is Charles Leclerc ready and have Ferrari made the right call? Well, he has been very impressive this season, as I just said, and has been picking up points and delivering consistent performances for Sauber pretty much since Baku. 13 points is substantially more than any Sauber driver has picked up over the last couple of seasons, albeit of course in a much better car. Even looking back to his tricky start to the season, he could easily have struggled to make his way back from that, as we've seen with so many other rookies over the years. But he got his head down, worked hard and turned it around. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit torn on this. I think another year at Sauber would have been massively beneficial for Charles, maybe even a move to Haas. Although, on that, I would much rather see him stay at Sauber than have to learn a new team and a new car at Haas, before then potentially moving to Ferrari a year later anyway, and having to start all over again. But I also worry that it is coming a little bit too soon for him. The fact of the matter is, Ferrari is a high-pressure environment, a hell of a lot more so than Sauber is. And he is going to be immediately under the spotlight and won't be afforded the time to make mistakes. I guess what I'm kind of saying is Ferrari isn't generally a team you go to learn and develop. He will be expected to deliver pretty much immediately. However, Having said all of that, this is very much out of the ordinary for the Scuderia. Historically, they tend to lean towards the safety of experience, if you like, rather than gamble on youth. So they may well cut him more slack than perhaps I'm making out, but I guess we will see on that. But ultimately, I have no doubt in Charles Leclerc's talent and ability. Having watched him from Formula Renault 2.0 all the way to F1, I've seen what he can do, and I'm almost certain he will deliver for the Scuderia. I just hope they do give him the time to develop because he is a serious talent and could be the driver to lead them into the future. As for Kimi, well, it's back to where it all started. It is a step down, there is no denying that. But the way Sauber are improving of late, I can easily see them at the sharp end of the midfield by the time the Finn even gets in that car in Australia next year. And although I often talk about how the old guard, if you like, need to start stepping aside and giving these young drivers a shot, I am genuinely so pleased for Raikkonen and so glad that he's staying in F1 somewhere. As I said a moment ago, his performances this season clearly warrant that, and he is one hell of a character, something really lacking in F1 these days. But one thing is for sure, it is going to be fascinating next season to see what he can do in that Sauber, and what will be even more fascinating is how Charles Leclerc matches up to new teammate Sebastian Vettel. That is it then, another driver lineup confirmed for 2019, and as ever they were just my thoughts and my opinions on it all, but what are yours? Do you think Ferrari have made the right move by promoting Charles Leclerc, or do you perhaps feel they should have kept Kimi on for another year? And what do you make of the Finn's return to Sauber? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I will be back live tomorrow night at 7 PM UK time, where I'm sure we will be discussing and debating today's news a little bit more. And of course it is race week, so don't forget to join me over the course of the weekend for previews, roundups, watch-alongs, and as ever, the race debrief. In the meantime though, you can follow me on social media. Links to Twitter, Instagram, Facebook and to Discord are all in the description down below. But as ever, thank you for watching. I've been Sean, this has been the F1 Word, and until next time, goodbye.